I've been thinking about this game for the last day after last playing it. I'm really excited to carry on playing it. Not sure how long I can play for. I also have a controller battery problem, but I think it's got 5% left on it, so I'm going to try and use it for that full 5%. I might end up having to stop and replace that battery at some point, but I can do it while I've got the headset on and recording and stuff. Shouldn't take too long. I've already got the battery at the side ready to go. Can't hear the music that well. Oh, I turned it down last time, didn't I? New game. Oh, gonna load game. I am struggling with the combat mechanics a little bit. I'm gonna leave it on very easily for now. Wait, no, what am I doing? Okay. I think that was right. I remember ending it here, I think. This controller may glitch out as well, the left one, because it's obviously long. Really late at night as well, so I'm trying to lower my voice as much as possible as normal with my recordings. And I think I've figured out a way to mute myself. I've made myself a drink, and obviously with a headset on, it's hard to drink. I've even tried straws, and I don't know why with straws make the drink taste different. I don't like using straws, so it means I have to lift my headset up to get a drink. So I think I figured out a way to mute myself when I do that, but I'm worried that when I do it, the recording will shut off the microphone and not bring it back when I turn it off. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to test that when I want to actually drink. If it has problems, then I'll know for future, I guess. I should have tested this before I started, but I can't be bothered now. I'm gonna turn my monitor off as well. You can see it's recording. I've freed some room up on the hard drive, so I can record for probably about 2 or 3 hours if I need to. I think these are a side. This is a side quest. I think I want to turn the music up just a little bit, just so I can hear it in the background. But I'm hoping it doesn't stop my videos from being uploaded. If it does, I think... No, I can't mute it separately. It's not on a separate channel. No. Why does it only let me go up or down? Yeah, that one's weird. There we go. That's a weird mechanic. 5%? No, if I'm just deaf. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, that's good. Main story. Having routed the bandits here and in their routine, make their way back to the castle. Side story. I want to go to the side story, I think. I want to get the full experience of the game instead of just doing it as fast as possible.
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the king's guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family. No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Claris.
But of course, Your Highness. The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself. Over there is Minister Exham Marshall of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man, Sorsley End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife. Thank you, Claris. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family. Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Prince Roland. Finally, you return.
At ease, Huette. I trust all was well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huette. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
Why did it look like he backed away from it then?
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all...
Cat staring at me.
And so I have
And he
decided
wants
to
to
fight
come
at
on my
your
lap.
side.
Are you
You won't
sure?
be
I'm
slipping
waving my
away on
arms
my
about.
watch this time.
You don't like that?
As you wish.
Can you come in or not? Hmm. Also, don't like my headset, do you? I thought that side quest was going to give me into a battle. Oh shit. What are you? I remember you there before.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
I actually can't read that text. It's so, the aliasing is so bad, I can't read what it says. I can see woman, but I can't see what the other word says. There's too many like straight lines on it.
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Me. Cat's playing up. Great. Looks like I might not be able to do this for that long.
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same, and from this day on, they're your family as well.
It's a good thing this is a world with magic and superpowers.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
Speaking of eye, ink in my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
I wish it was like an auto press instead of having to just do this manually every time.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Like enemies from the shadows. Ooh, means we could have attack in the castle. Thinking, takes 2 actions in the same turn. Can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Anna's aptitude in battle. Oh, okay, can conceal herself from enemy's eyes. As if I'm going to remember all it. Shields allies with superb defensive capabilities. Draws their enemy's attack, counter-attacks when dealt a physical blow by adjacent enemies. That's interesting.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are wed.
I wonder if I can do this while they're talking and have a drink.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Or maybe not. To click a bloody
Still
button while
can't
I'm doing
believe
it.
I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Frost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal.
And I drink as fast as
Needless to
possible.
say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
So this sounds like a Trojan horse.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health?
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Good. There is a lot of story. Trying to get comfy. Ink in my eye as well. It's never good when you've got headset on and you've got something in your eye and you can't just rub your eye. Okay. To his home, but as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook. Okay.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord.
His voice don't match the character.
I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Frost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Frost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse,
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Why does it look like there's a world seam? There's like a line going there and there.
Father!
Lord Simone!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. 'Twas my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
A lot of moving pieces.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Oh, your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Orzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes? I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Well, there is stuck with voice acting now. I'm going to text. Lord Dragon could be anywhere. I suppose this is a good opportunity as I need to speak with the common folk. What was the point in that? The flow of the game requires multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about areas to gather information from people around you. Obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle and more. Left stick, run and walk, B to dash. To end the exploration phase and continue with the story, click the R stick to the left. Well, this is bizarre. The NPCs don't exactly wander around on their own then. There is like glowy things you can pick up. Attention to detail with the water. There's another glow thing down here somewhere. Any more? I wonder if we can go up them steps. Go into the house. Okay. Wander into people's houses. I wish it would save my position. Oh, that's Anna. What Anna looks like. Is the one that can hide. We look for hidden things. There's something glowing over there, I think. Why do these look like quick tunnels? And there they look like quick tunnels. Let's start with you. God. To know a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Eridor told me in perhaps more colourful word. Colourful. Is the part at the centre of commerce. A town built on taxes will not at the expense of fair trade. It is the port at the centre of commerce. Beaufort is nestled safely behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. I don't actually know about the town, but I guess if I'm going to be the character, then I would know. So that's kind of like avoiding the question, like, well, but just asking for my opinion, so no point telling her how to get her own opinion on the matter. Maybe against that one. I'm 50-50 on that one. I'm kind of guessing this one seems a bit because it's talking about how fair trade. It's built on taxes, which it most likely would be. This is probably also true as well. It's talking about how safe it is. Kind of bragging a little bit. Example for the rest. Kind of like bragging. This one seems to be the most likely one. That's your thingy, Bob. Okay. And this is kind of describing what my character is like by interacting with a little girl. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. Oh shit, Sherlock. One of my favourite games. Barrels are always my favourite place to hide, as that would be dangerous. To hide in a barrel. Takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use that cleverness to help your father when you're older. Kinda wanna say that, but that's mean. This is hard. I feel like that's dangerous. Hide in a barrel that could get put anywhere or anything to happen to that barrel. would be dangerous. This one's kind of like a no shit Sherlock. Like, don't hurt yourself. Yeah, no shit. She don't want to hurt herself, but it implies kindness in the story by saying don't hurt yourself. That there is kind of mean, but that's kind of like my spirit animal thing to say. But I don't want the game to punish me for it. It takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use the cleverness to help your father when you're older. I really want to go with that one. It's mean though. I know it's mean. It's logical though to me. It's like, when you're older, help your father out, you lazy fuck. I'm going to go with the kindness one, I think. It's a little girl, so there's no point being mean to her. Well, that's blooming foreshadowing, isn't it? There's been nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. That's foreshadowing. Now it's down to the next level. It's kind of condescending prick. Oh, I forgot I can go into the buildings as well, kinda. I haven't done that. Better go back to make sure I do that. Need to go in all the buildings as well. I wonder if it'll give you the opportunity to like, oh, there's a cat. Do something, and whether or not it'll punish you for stealing. That would be kind of an interesting mechanic. Kitty, 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 kitty. Ah! I want him as my companion. I don't want to steal anything. If I examine, will it automatically pick it up, therefore steal? Hmm. I don't think it's exactly stealing. It does automatically pick stuff up I examine, so not my fault if he just pockets it when I want to examine it. How come that building don't have an entrance? This building here doesn't have a door. Look, there's no windows, no doors. There's a bit of windows there, there's no door. No door, no door. There's a sealed building, that's weird. got things here. Oh, I can steal. Obtain 3,000 silver. Stealing from people, it's good. Swear I saw another thing glowing. No. I swear I saw something glowing there. Maybe it was my eyes. I'm a thief though. Don't look like there was a door here for that house either. I'm just going all the houses and then miss I'm done then. I can see why some people are complaining about too much story. Not enough fighting. And that's that thingy guy, that protector guy. That's that dragoon guy. So, I believe that is everything. Don't see anything else. Oh. Not liking me do this. That's why I'm hitting that wall. Is there anything up here? Can I go up the ladders? I think there's an access to the wall. Don't see anything. Now I need to go. There's a guy there as well. God. Right, and exploration. Yes. Oh, it does change to night time.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Basically, they're religious fanatics by the looks of it, which means they're probably going to be the ones that start something.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us.
Oops.
I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
I'm gonna talk about what the characters are probably gonna do and what actions they're gonna do. I'm talking about within the story contents as well. I'm not implying anything. I'm saying that this is probably the way the writer of this story is probably thinking. Just to get an understanding of the land here, that's the Salt Kingdom, so that's the main kingdom, which looks like it's doing very well for itself. Look how big it is to the others. And you got another house there, so you got the kingdom and the house. And then this is the kingdom and this is the house of this one as well. So kingdom house, kingdom house. I'm not sure about this place here. So this is the main, my main character, that's his home, but this is the palace and the king of who he serves, basically.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
I'm liking him already. He was saying exactly what I thought straight away.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries.
Oh, you're a bit of a knob.
It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriat.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
And reject your title if you don't like the system. Why do these people always accept the titles and then complain about the system you accepted the title? You won't reject the title because you're happy.
Believe as you wish.
The benefits from
Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants, they're my friends.
Ooh, you got a lot to learn.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
I get he wants to be friends, but you gotta place the rule in like a medieval's time. You don't have luxuries.
I yield.
You can't be buddy friend to everybody.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Man. But didn't they already just give him the name? Why are they talking to Masked Man? He's already just named who he was.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
Yeah, look, see, look, he's calling him Sir Maxwell, but it's called Masked Man on his subtitles.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow, in the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
I take it that's going to be my second battle.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
Is that secretly the king or something? Masked Man.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
It's kind of weird. Like about him, the fact they're calling him a masked man. And he says my prince though, so maybe he's not the king. Come on.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
The way he's talking, getting a bit of an evil vibe from him.
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica.
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
No apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Why don't you ask her? She's standing right next to you.
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. my own father, lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds.
You've got some sort of plan, so maybe you're the one that starts the war.
And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Oh no, he's the mining guy, isn't he? He's supposed to be like the genius, but he might be coming across as the evil genius to me.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
I think the allies between that recessed kingdom and then the one on the river. So his with the river kingdom and his the one with the mining kingdom. And them two have aligned against the salt one, which is a big one on the edge.
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity.
You're saying that very sarcastically.
I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
Great. Towards true harmony among our three nations, I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with it. He's moaning about the tax. The salt tax. Yeah, I don't get a good feeling. I mean, obviously something's going to happen, otherwise the game's pointless. So there's going to be a war that breaks out. It's just who's going to do it. And he's at the moment complaining about taxes. There's good examples of people breaking out in wars over taxes. Don't really know if it will benefit all if someone's being taxed more. But if they all work together on it, it can bring them together. It's whether or not others want to destroy the unity. I think I'm going for the top one. It seems to be the most safe. First step towards true harmony among our three nations, I welcome it. Benefit all nations involved. That might trigger his tax thing again. It'll benefit all nations, yeah, but I'm getting taxed more, blah, 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 blah. Is it impossible to understand? Kind of fobbing him off. That's kind of what I kind of want to go towards, but this is the most safest.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share.
He doesn't believe in it because of the tax thing.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are. And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes. I suspect it shall be your strength going forward. In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe.
Oh, trouble.
I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be writ large for all to see!
Narcissistic.
And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Trigan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and Trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well.
He's moving a bit fast.
We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
There's two groups that look like they might start a war. The religious ones, or him, so far. Don't know what he is there. He's more of a mad scientist kind of vibe, so maybe he won't start a war. Maybe he'll trigger one if he upsets the others. Don't know exactly how the religious ones will trigger a war though. Maybe they won't.
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
So far, I don't have enough information of which way this is going to go. But the older characters dying, dying or moving away to make way for the younger generation, might be what triggers it as well. The ones that have never experienced war.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
Yeah, so the marriage is between their daughter and their son, but they didn't want to marry the two main kingdom's heirs, so they just did like the side heirs kind of thing. It looks like they're grouped up against them, because if you look, they're like twice the size. I think that's how I'm getting the story at the moment. Though they're not very good people, but once they stay on their own thing, there has to be alliance between them. And these are the religious ones. So where's the danger gonna come from? And that's that mine I was talking about as well, which is right on the edge of their city.
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolfort.
My son, listen well. A lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike.
Don't they normally have to go and actually visit the king and then kneel before the king and swear allegiance as well when there's a new lord?
Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolfort, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest.
There's 7.
The words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father.
I've been implementing like an hour of
I shall
story
treasure
without
these
any
gifts
gameplay
and
so
make
far.
wise use of them in times of need.
Wonder what they are. They like kind of hints to defeat something.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
Or they like stat things and get the coins to increase stats. Convictions.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
For House Wolford!
They're going to leave the castle undefended. And that means if his dad stays behind, then that's probably where he's going to get killed if he dies. If that's the way it goes. Or maybe he'll die. I don't.
And so the stewardship
I see him
of House
dying from a heart
Wolford
attack.
passes from father to son. Lord Simone Wolffort, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfforts set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolffort sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
Oh, wow.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
His dad's not here. It means his dad's back there. So that could be how they kill the dad off.
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good.
Ragnar. Regional. Regal.
Serenoa of House Wolffort, the crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, your majesty. I shall not disappoint.
I dare you to say that again, Thalys.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
Well, that's the thingy guy, the drunk guy. He's arguing with his sibling.
You would shame me? You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
If he's important to the mine and they kill or hurt him, that could start something.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister. Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolfort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolfort. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles.
Mother's wiles. I actually don't know what that means. Wilds. Mother's will. Maybe mother's wiles. Mother's will. Or mother's will. Your mother's your mother's what's it called? Belligerence. Your mother's your mother's strength. Maybe, I don't know, mother's wiles.
She always did have a way with men.
With a concubine. Ah.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
I agree.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
Phallus and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf. And my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
There's a lot of moving pieces. Lots of young, arrogant people. Smithy is now available. I mean, I don't think I've actually been at the encampment yet, have I? Can I go to the encampment and have a look at whatever it's talking about? Oh, hello. This is a new place. You haven't filled out yet because I'm not in battle. Right, come on. Oh, there we go. Now you're a merchant, portly merchant. You can purchase items, accessories, and sell unwanted items. You cannot reap the benefits of accessories simply by purchasing them. Remember to equip them to the ally of your choosing. This may be accomplished on the unit details screen. Inventory menu via the prompt that appears after purchasing accessory. You then have to apply it to someone after you've bought it. Why don't I have images of the stuff instead of just text? Materials. Consumables, the series. Don't have enough for any of that. Yeah, I've only got 1,260 coin. I'm pretty poor for a lord. I think I've got loads of HP. Yeah, on hand 8. Yes, it's telling me how much I've got. Poison recovery palette. I don't want to buy a poison recovery palette. But I don't know exactly if I will need it or not, so I may as well leave it for now. I was hoping to buy some weapons. In. Oh yeah, you're the smithy. You might get weapons from you then. As a blacksmith, I have the privilege of looking after everyone's weapons, so I can probably repair my weapons if they're damaged as well. It's my honour to forge and repair, yeah, whatever Wolfort's warriors require. Okay, any blades that you need, or bows that need you only need to say, hello, what are you, smithy? Materials and coins. You can unlock new weapons, material and coin. Each weapon has 3 ranks, and increasing a weapon's rank unlocks more powerful abilities for the weapon. It's getting really complex. You can acquire weapon abilities within the same rank in any order. But the later a skill is learned, the more materials it requires. If the weapon ability is connected to another with an arrow kind, then it must be acquired in the yeah. Normal thingy upgrading system. So it's that or. See, that's where you have to pick different abilities. And these are my weapon upgrades. I go down and across, I'm guessing. My ore. I can at least do one upgrade at the moment. I need silver to get to rank 2. Really, at the moment, I can only go across. So it's either 10 HP or 5 more damage, which the last game I got really close to finishing people off. I just needed a bit more damage. When they hit to about 20, they hit me about 20 hit points. So 10 doesn't really make much of a difference, but that 5 on the weapon damage might make the difference between finishing someone off and them still being in the fight to take another turn. So really, I need to up my damage the most here. A better chance of finishing people off. That's my thinking anyway. He's my main character, so him I need to upgrade first. The healing's important as well. Magic defense. Defense. Can't increase healing anyway. Which one are you again? Are you that Anagil? Could be nice if I had a name next year. Ah, yeah, Anna Spy. You're the spy, are you? You're the defensive guy. You brute defense. Healer, spy, defense, pyrotechnic, and what are you? You're kind of an unknown to me, tactician. You got 70 HP there, that's massive. That HP is really low actually, character. Deal physical damage to a single foe alongside. I'm already on that. So it's this one or nothing. There we go. Level 1. No level 0. What's the point of this screen? Oh, times deployed. I thought that was levels, but that's times deployed. So you're actually level 2, but you're 0. Which I've used them. That's the point of that screen. Okay, that's that done. Can I just go out this way? Yeah, that's an easier way of leaving. Back to this story again. The problem with this having like a blooming 1 hour, 2 hour story before any fighting is not really fair because you can't refund after that time. Kind of
My
a
honored guests,
pity.
I am pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian mines have commenced in earnest.
The earth has yielded treasures more. May the mines endure for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
So it looks any button pushes the thing forward.
Well said. With Hyzant's salt and capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture.
And that dude there looks weird as fuck. Conehead.
A particular note is Lord Dragan, whose knowledge has allowed us to so swiftly see our labor bear fruit.
If something happens to him, that might be a thing to kick off.
And House Wolfort, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord. May their deeds be forever remembered by history. Let us raise our cups and toast to their health and happiness.
The way that brother was talking about them before, he was talking like, oh, they're just pawns to use them, which I disagree with Unum just throwing them away as if they're useless. You still got to have loyalty, but you've also got to be pragmatic. Now, what's making me think the king is also suspicious here is, by the way, that other guy who was next in line would be hearing most of what the king says in private as well. So if the king is being in the like in a locked room, the king's like plotting something, his heir would probably be hearing that as well. So he may be thinking about like using that house and blaming that house on something. But then it's him really that's doing it, that's going to start something, but he'll blame it on that house. Like this marriage right now could be used in a way, like a betrayal. The king could be up to something as well here.
Lord Serenoa's smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
It all depends how intelligent or clever the writers want to be here. I mean, it could just be something really dumb and simple, like the religious people start something. It could be something really intelligent, that it's the king that starts something, but uses the house. And blames it on the house so his hands are clean.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Eridor. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin. Step forward, Sir Maxwell.
Oh, he's not the king. I was wrong about him then.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior.
Why would he have a
They
mask?
say he has never known defeat.
Maybe it's his twin brother. In the Man in Iron Mask movie, where it's his twin brother.
I would take the measure of this man.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches.
Man, this story is so long, I just want something to eat while I'm watching.
Hear, hear! Will any among you prove a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge? I very much look forward to finding out. Until then, help yourselves to our hospitality and our wine.
Eat, drink, and be merry. It shall not be long until final preparations are complete.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa.
Why wouldn't all the three kings from the nation unite at this point? That's weird.
Ah, but I forget myself.
I mean, like, why aren't the
Time
three
is
kings
nigh,
here right now?
Lord Wolfort. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. But living up to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
He's kind of my friend. He's a good guy to begin with, so I'm not gonna I don't wanna. I understand, he's a bit naive, but he is a good guy. So let's see what we have to say. Have more faith in yourself, my friend. You too shoulder the future of the kingdom after all, but he's not next in line, so he's gonna have blooming complex over that. He's gonna be the spare, and he's gonna be all mardy about being the spare. Like a child, even though he can be a good guy. There's no time for self-pity. And just subject and hear him talking that way, yeah. I think he just wants a friend. Poor guy, he's all alone. Come, preparing for the tourney will take your mind off the ways. Come, preparing for the tourney will take your minds off. I think this here will probably give him more of a complex as well, because he'll think, well, have more faith in yourself. Well, what is he? He does have faith in himself. Kind of being a bit above him, like maybe he just wants to take his. But earlier on, he did say, yeah, it was him who said that. Earlier on, it was him who said he's going to go fight to take his mind off things, so he does like to do that. I think that's the best one.
Come, preparing for the tourney will take your mind off your worries.
Training? And here when your friend is troubled by doubt.
Oh, okay, that was probably wrong.
Did you expect me to comfort you as your wet nurse once did?
Your new titles made you bold.
I didn't want to seem like I was being a bit of a dick towards him by saying, like, have more faith in yourself. To me, if someone said that, they're kind of assuming you don't have faith. It's like, how do you know that, though? Well, I don't get that one. That's me not understanding that one, I think. And I was thinking, well, earlier on, he himself said, oh, I'm going to go fight, take my mind off things. Well, that would actually help him this time.
Just because you've become Lord, it doesn't mean I'll sit back and take your barbs unanswered.
No, it seems I may have upset him a little bit.
Haha, now that's the Roland I know.
At least my wet nurse wasn't so smug.
I was trying to avoid being smug and ended up being smug.
You two are quite the pair, aren't you?
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Oh, that's his, that's the girl who probably likes him.
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Huette of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolfort.
Ah, Prince Roland has told me much about you. I can see he is in good hands.
I shall see that it is so, my lord.
Now let us begin our preparations. Today we take the field, and today
we claim victory.
This is in this story as well. If the second prince friends with me, and then the king uses me as a pawn to start a war, then he's going to have to end up fighting his brother, because his brother's clearly aligned with the king, because he's next in line to the throne, so he's not going to betray that. Okay, so this is what they're good at. Immediately while with range. Strikes foes 2 squares in front of him. Well, why didn't I do that on the last game? His steed grants him exceptional mobility. So is melee, but is also range. You're an interesting one then. And you. And so you're crowd control as well. Means arrows down on foes from the back of a hawk. Easily traverses terrain with large elevation changes. The higher the ground, the greater her range. And you've actually shown me a picture of you fighting back in the village, so that's going to happen at some point then. I'd best greet our guests. It would also give me a chance to take measure of my soon-to-be opponents. Werewolf tree. Shit, man, there's a lot of people to do. I'm also going to be able to find things as well. Hidden things, like before. Right, I want to go towards people rather than going towards the ones with the main icons. There's them two. Up to no good. They're the religious ones. They're on my side. I don't know who you are. You're the prince, and there's something glowing up there. Pretty sure there's something up there. Let's start by going towards ones outside. They're saying the same thing. Don't know who you are. Who are you? Oh, you're the king's. Patriarch of House Consort. So we're two different houses, but under the king. Who are you? In a cloak. Soldier. Orc riders. I don't want to ask the soldiers. You need someone in the dirt, my lord. I'm your man. You're the spy. Benedict has been looking for me, you Benedict. Oh, that's interesting. I passed a group of soldiers clad in black armor on the way here. War Chronicle. No thanks. You want the Ooh, that's a bit blunt. Frederica is my sister, though I hardly think of her as such. This country is old, for lack of a better word. I'm certain it will fit her sensibilities perfectly. Who are you? Are you back towards me? I miss you as well. Oakshard. So they don't like traditional places. Kind of getting what they kind of represent here. They're the new guys on the block who don't like tradition. And they're all about freedom and they don't like tradition. I haven't interacted with anyone down here. But I did say I wanted to go out on the outside first. First? First or first? I also need to look for hidden things as well. What the hell? Bewitching dancer. Okay. Now I'm looking for secrets. Remember if I went down there or not. I think I have. And there was something glowing around here, yeah. Oh, what are you? You're a kitty. I don't know why they cut the tree off. Oh, there's a bit of a graphical glitch on that as well there. If my dad didn't hear, that means he's definitely in danger back at the Oh, that's Roland. And now I can work on the inner circle before going to these guys. They're actually friendly with my house then. It's looking more and more likely the king might be behind something here. Time we get to any action, I'm going to probably have to take a break to go to the toilet. I already asked you, didn't I? Who are you? You're the daughter. We've got the king left now. Okay. Oh great, okay. Let's not fuck this one up. It may be but a tourney, but defeat will bring shame upon us. I intend to do whatever I must to win. I felt in thanks of valor. There should be no tricks, but we will offer our opponent no quarter. You handled yourselves admirably when the bandits attacked. I expect your magic will be key to our victory. Well, no. We will do whatever we must to win. No tricks. As long as it's within the rule, it's not a trick. So I'd rather just do anything to win. because it does bring shame. I'm guessing in this world it will bring shame, in a way. Especially with him being a new lord, and if he loses being a new lord, it's not going to look good. But this is just words as well, so we can say there will be no tricks. There will be no quarter. We fight with honour and do our best. I think the middle one is probably going to be it. Yeah, it is honest in times of peace, I guess. Deceitful tricks. I mean, what I'm saying to you isn't necessarily what I'm going to do on the battlefield, but hey, it's all about projection. Project on honor. This is interesting because this is, you got to think about medieval times here. So I'm trying to judge things by the world I'm in, not what I personally think, but what the world, in this world I'm in. So it's a chance for our three nations to gather and celebrate. Seems kind of meh. That's kind of a meh take. But in times of peace, there are precious few chances to display martial prowess. I mean, to remind people of house, that just doesn't sit well with me. I mean, that one's near. It may appear to be mere entertainment, but reputation is at stake. If we show weakness, then it will be noted by all in attendance. I believe this one because he's like I said, he's a new lord. So while he needs to show honor in the battlefield, he also needs to win. Because others might see him as weak if he doesn't. And if he projects weakness, then others are going to take advantage of that. If he projects strength, then it's going to scare away people from actually trying anything with him because he's got strength. I'm going to go for the bottom one. And I think I'm going to end it here because it's been about bloody 2 hours and I've not even got to the first fight. And I have a feeling when the first fight kicks off, I'm going to then need toilet and it's going to be like an hour of fighting. I might have to come back to it, take a break and come back. I've moved quite far on this storyline, I'm guessing.